Today we're breaking down Nvidia. It's Nvidia's earnings, so it's going to be that's going to be Wednesday, but we're going to really dive in today. I got my Nvidia green on, and
so you're jumping straight to Nvidia.
Just jumping straight in, man. You know what's up. And we'll talk about yield max a little bit later on for all you guys. Wait for that. But I mean, Nvidia is like our bread and butter. That's kind of how I've even built up to do this podcast. I was buying it at $400, and then I couldn't even buy it fast enough how much it was going up October 2023. I just kept going and going. So I made a lot of my money off a long-term hold. Well, maybe not long-term, but holding Nvidia enough where I was able to make, 5 figures, then getting a yield max. So it's definitely like probably the biggest earnings, report it's about to happen for this quarter.
Like it's definitely gonna we'll see what happens, how it shakes out the market and stuff, or I think Nvidia's around that 130 and it's getting.
I think we got different opinions.
Getting a little rough there. I mean, it's August. It's August.
Yeah. It still is August, right?
Yeah, it still is August, and I tell you all the time, August and September is little slippery, slopey. It's just how
I'm like 70-30 that I think it's gonna go up though. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna go.
Could Nvidia go up 5-10% after earnings? Sure, but I think it's probably more than likely that we'll see a nice double top in Nvidia, and you'll see a sell off in there, and you'll be like, "What the hell?"
Go up like 5-10, then just. Or even 10, then boop.
Nah, I just honestly think it's gonna sell off.
Yeah.
Because the stock was hot for so long. Could it still go up? Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what's it been up? Like 40-something%? What did we just?
In the past 6 months, it's still up 6%, and year to date, it's up 160% year to date. So you still have Nvidia's up a pretty long way. On average, you're supposed to get 10 to 12% market return every year. So Nvidia, even with the sell off and even with everything's going on, it's still doing.
It's way better than everybody else in the Mag 7. We know that. They're just
it's doing really well. Like me, I like Tesla. I think Tesla has a good chance of coming out the trenches right now at 213, pushing that 250 mark and seeing where it goes from there.
Yeah, I think Nvidia is under $3 trillion for sure now.
No. When I checked, it's a 3.1 trillion.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So Apple's 3.4 and then Nvidia's 3.1.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, we're so earnings is Wednesday, right? So they're saying they're estimated to make a little over $28 billion for the quarter.
Yeah,
right. But we're still expecting Blackwell delays. So I mean, what do you think about that? That's one of the reasons why I think it's gonna sell off. Well, I think the data centers are going to do well, and they're actually going to make more money than last quarter, and the revenue streams are still growing. But I feel like just that Blackwell chip delay is going to be a pretty. I mean, a pretty.
That's going to definitely be something in there. They're
it's going to damp things.
They're going to try to walk it back or try to make it not sound as much as it is, or who knows? Maybe they'll give guidance on hey, you know what? It's actually. We were delaying it, but we're actually about to speed it up soon. I think a good thing is that when like Google and Apple, everybody kind of reported they were talking about how they're going to spend more money. And
I mean,
the Google CEO said there's a bigger risk of
Alphabet, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, they're all going to be buying these.
They don't want to underinvest. All of them don't want to underinvest. So that's one thing they might have going for them. The sales could have still been up, but like we said. How many times we see a stock top everything and then just something on the guidance says boop.
Yeah, it just drops it. Yeah, sometimes you have to look at it. Is Nvidia worth too much currently? If you think about it, they're making $28 billion a quarter. So let's say we round it up. Let's say we give them $30 billion a quarter. That's $120 billion for the year. But they're saying the company's worth $3.1 trillion.
Yeah,
you're still paying a lot for the company, right? So it's even with
crazy
earnings growing and just the company growing at the speed that it's growing, right? Just 100% year over year. A company growing this fast, the stock price can only go so high. At some point, it has to come back to reality and be all right, we're going to trade around 110, 115.
Which would be a great opportunity.
Yeah, I think Nvidia is going to come back down. But at the same time, could it start pushing up to that 52-week high of $140.76? Yes, it could.
Yeah,
it very well could. So, I think we'll see what happens. We're not we're not magicians. We're not mind readers. We don't got the crystal ball, but we have a little common sense when we trade these things.
I mean, you know, like everybody else, we're not like CNBC here where we got all some insider, you know, people, and like we know certain things that you can't find online and stuff, but like
or certain things you can't talk about.
Or yeah, that, like, you know, because they know about things, right, and then they can't talk about it. But a lot of people who are in the industry, like what we're doing here, is they're going online. Maybe they have people that they talk to, and that's just kind of what we're doing. Like, you guys could put your time in to read articles and, you know, reputable sources, of course.
Yeah, like we speak to a lot of traders, people who actually trade in
and trading too. Yeah, just our friends and people that we know. So that's, you know, the ideology is that Nvidia is gonna be like way higher in the future, but it's just a matter of like what's going on now with the delays.
Yeah, I mean, hey, with the delay and it being August, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a dip.
They just, you know, they got China too, which is a whole thing. They're actually working on a version of the H20 chip called a B20 that they're trying to put into China. So there's so much different things that there's, you know, with the ban and going on over there, they're trying to like get around it. And then even China is, you know, renting equipment from Google and Microsoft so that way they could still use it. So that's another big thing today too. If they kind of start talking about like any restrictions or anything, that could kind of send it down too, you know. So I mean, so look, let's get it on the fact sheet. You believe it's going down?
I mean, I think Nvidia has a little room down, maybe like 5-10%, nothing too crazy, just a modest sell off. It's at 127, 128. Where did it finish at today? I didn't even check.
Yeah, I only checked at like 3 o'clock.
All right.
I'll tell you now. Tell you now, buddy. Get our facts straight.
Yeah, like I figured give or take it's probably gonna go 115, 120 and hang out around there.
126.
Yeah.
It was up like 130 today. Yeah.
Yeah, like I felt like it goes one.
I thought. Oh yeah. We were trading all day. I looked at it like.
I'm telling you,
early.
I think it goes to that 110, 115 area. You know what I mean? Just kind of hangs out there.
That's like, a nice spot to be in too for something long. I swear I'm gonna buy a bunch more. So.
Yeah, the long term leaps are gonna look nice. They're gonna get nicer. You know. Definitely, if you have big Nvidia positions, you know, maybe this is a time to humbly look at some short-term puts.
Yeah.
And cover some of that.
If you're a long-term holder,
yeah. Cover some of those gains you have, and you know, if it does sell off, then you'll make money on the puts, and you can buy more.
If you don't, you're just happy knowing that your main positions went up. So it's just kind of need to have that mindset on it.
Yeah, that safety. You know, like you can make an easy play right there.
So good.
Yeah. Oh, the coffee's banging. I already finished mine.